Good morning, everybody. I know I said I'm going to start with a physique update. I don't know why I said start. We're going to finish with one. But today we are doing our hamstrings. Did our chest and back yesterday just by ourselves, obviously. And that pushes us to do this today. So that we are short on time as per usual. We will just get right to it. I'm trying to get a good angle with this. This should be a pretty decent one. We are doing the pitch shark Romanians. Or we're going to see how they feel at least. Got a longer bar. To kind of grip a bit wider. Just to make it more comfortable. A nice start. Let's see, I hope I'm in the shot. I am going to add at least a 25 to it. I have to find one. Oh, there's some. I figured we would start it with something that's not calves. I still have to do them today. I'm gonna do them a bit later. So yeah, that leaves us with this. Weird. I want to say it's I don't know if it's my headphones or my phone that acts up, but at random parts, it will just cut off. Music-wise, sound-wise, everything. But the second I hit pause and play, it works again. Oh wait, never mind, I know what it is. Duh, it only happens here. I think it's the Wi-Fi. I'm trying to confirm. There we go, okay. I was like, maybe it's not, maybe my phone's screwed. Speaking about that, logged in to see if it's shipped or anything. Nope. So that's fun. It says expected by the 31st, so at the latest, a little glare, let me get that off. At the latest, it should be Friday, but that's another 6 days, you know. I bought it almost 2 weeks ago. Let's go ahead and get our next set in. Where's the camera? All right. I'm gonna put my feet a bit further back. Good call. Way better stretch, yeah. Since it kind of is a swooping motion down, I guess you could say. Catch my breath for a second. I kind of just put my feet forward to kind of not necessarily catch myself, but compensate for that. Put my feet more directly under me and letting the swoop pull me forward. It's got me a way better stretch. I might be onto something there. I actually am going to change it up today. We are not going to do solo leg curls. I just don't think they're going to hit today if I'm being real. We'll probably do seated. Some seated. Lying is probably coming after this. I know I usually do them first. Probably going to do them after this. I just wanted to do the bigger movement first today. I'm actually debating. Maybe I don't do them next. Do something else. I'm gonna aim it more this way. See what happens. Yeah, maybe we switch it up more. I'm gonna hit a song and then just go, because I don't even think we waited this long, but I'm not that tired. Well, necessarily. And plus we gotta get moving to fit in the little update. Whew. Gotta catch myself and then we step back. There we go. I'm actually gonna try something. Do a bit hook it at a different part. Actually was better. I'll hit another 2 sets like that. Keep the feel going. Or we're gonna swap the clip at least. Just trying to look around and actually really determine. We might do line extra. I know it's gonna hit. It might just be what we need extra right now. So either lying or seated for us. Yeah, I just wanted to do seated. I'm not gonna lie. I don't typically want to do seated, so if I'm really feeling like it's gonna hit, I'll do it first. Just cracked my back doing that. All right. I haven't played around with the weight or anything. This is my first just testing everything. I think this is actually the perfect weight and all. Just light enough to get a better stretch. And go slow enough. I'm not doing an extra lean forward. I just never feel it that much. I feel like it compromises everything for me. But this is damn near perfect. The padding sucks. Besides that, everything is to my liking. How much does it do that? Try set with it lower. I'm trying to capture me and the hamstrings, but it's a bit harder than anticipated. Might need to angle it down. My head might be chopped a little. That made it worse, if I'm being honest. I don't even know how. That should be good. It's gonna be a side shot, but I can't fit you on the seat, you know? Quick breather still. We'll do a quick recap too. Yesterday went extremely well. We did do dumbbells for our incline. It wasn't a shocker there. I figured I was probably going to do them. And really it was more emphasis on back yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. We hit a lot of back. We did our pull-ups, regular rows, cable rows, close grip pull or underhand pull-up or pull downs, not pull-ups. Hyper extensions, and I feel like I'm even missing one more back. And then just chest. So I was very happy with it. Gotta get that right angle right now. Okay, there we go. Really just that extra squeeze at the bottom. Y'all probably heard it there because I did kick the machine. Slowly up still. Get some partials. Yep, and get this off me. Yeah, it's a weird angle. If there was more space to the side, I'd do it more to the side, but there's a machine right next to it. Literally, realistically, the camera's in the way. So, if someone needed it, obviously I'd move it. But, like I said, it's just hard to get that angle. Let me fix it a bit more so it's not actually in anyone's way. There we go. Good? Good. Nice. I'm trying to think too. Gotta hit some glutes. Gotta decide what glute. I think this is in manual exposure again, so I need to fix that. After this clip at least. But maybe abductors. Yeah. Kind of picture it. I think those might actually be good today. My hamstrings are about to cramp up. Which means let's just go into the next set. Or maybe. Okay, yeah, screw it, whatever. So, now I pushed the seat back one. Now I feel like I need to pull it forward. There we go. Wish these had a belt on them too. Kind of keep my hips locked and back. And get off again. That would be nice. I feel like I can't remember where, but there was one like that. And I don't know why I feel like I've used it. Maybe there's one in Colombia. I'm not sure. I've always got to think of what's next. Do I want to do another stretching movement? Or do I want to do the line like those? Because on top of, I think abductors are the move. So on top of those and calves, I think I want to do a high, I gotta stand up, my freaking hamstrings are dying. I think I want to do a high foot placement leg press to focus on hamstrings, not quads. Just like I said, get a real nice stretch and lying. Yeah, we'll do lying next probably. This machine. There's two of them. One of them is the one I usually use. I think it's a bit wonky right now, so we're gonna do the other one. It's at a slightly different angle. This is weird because I usually hear more people like that one. I don't think I do. We're gonna try it today. I haven't used it with that lighter weight mentality, so maybe it's meta. I don't know. We do have another set or two after this anyways. This should be 4. But I think I do want to hit 5 or 6. These actually are a really good movement right now. Hell, I might have to just invest in a prong belt to throw onto this and lock myself in. I know some people do that. And my levers not even close to being big enough for that. And I would not want to lock myself into something like that. So we're gonna do lying. I'm gonna change the camera setting. Hopefully that'll fix some stuff, and we're just gonna keep going. What time is it? Not bad time-wise, could be better, so I'm gonna pick up the pace a little. Made some adjustments on it. As y'all can see, this one just goes higher up and down. I wasn't a fan at first just because of the positioning and because I was so used to the other one for years. It is pretty good. It actually sits just high enough to where on the lowest setting, it doesn't even hit the weights, so like there's never any point where I have to worry about basically racking weight until I'm actually done, which I do like that. I do like that. So this will be my first actual set. I just kind of determined where I would be falling weight-wise. I'm gonna push this a bit back more. I do actually want to show the hamstrings this go around, since it's a bit higher up and easier too. But yeah, see? Oh, so I don't know, but they're floating. I would literally have to like, this still isn't racked. Still not, but sit a bit higher. Thinking about keeping our hips down. They're gonna come up a little. But trying to point our toes straight too, instead of towards us. Point our toes out. Like we're gonna fly like Superman. I say we point our toes up when we need a couple extra in the tank. But otherwise we try and keep it pointed the other way. I think it's a bit higher now. I would say, but hopefully showed something. I know the legs need some tan work. Even if it's self-tan. Which I thought about again. It's just, anytime I've ever used one, I've actually come out orange. And I don't, who likes that? Never find one that's like, hey, this looks decent, at least for a ginger, you know? It's like we're so pale naturally that there's never like an actual shade that looks proper. I think the only one I really, I guess, come to like was the actual spray tan for the comp. And I wasn't even a fan of it at first. It's when I look back at pictures and I'm like, oh, that's actually, it's not bad. But yeah, no, as for right now, I don't know. I'll have to do some research. Because I did before, but I just never bought it. That, and then I have to apply it and stuff like that, and I have to make sure someone can get my back. So it's a lot. But I want to find one with a little, the mitt. I want one of those. Even though you can probably just buy a regular set and just buy a mitt and apply it that way. I want one that comes with it. I'm trying to keep my legs close together too, or closer. Like I said, we're just pointing his feet down now, or I guess the toes towards us, to get these laxed extra in the tank. Because I am already gassed. I might actually have to lower the weight back. It is a good feel though. I am impressed with how this one feels. I'm actually going to get a couple extra just to make up for it. Okay, I literally met a couple, alright. I'm dying. And we're kind of doing alright time-wise. I mean, what is this? It's the third? Holy crap. I didn't even know I've gotten 3 movements in yet. That's weird. in like 5 to 6 sets. I did 6 sets the other one. That one felt good. But I did not think I was hitting that many. Alright, maybe we're not doing bad time-wise. Maybe I'm just getting worried that it's getting closer to the time where I like have to leave. I have decided to. If we have to cut into cardio today, we will. I'm gonna be damn sure I hit my hamstrings. That's the priority. I can always walk around. Yeah, I think we're gonna do. Oh wait, there's only one leg press. That could be a problem. We'll do abductors next, I think, just to get our glute in. I'm gonna talk while I do this set, actually. Abductors to get our set in, or to get our glutes in. I think calves as well, and then I think we'll end with our final hamstring. Which will be a stretching movement. So, if the leg press isn't open, I might go to like seated good mornings with my feet very stretched out, or legs very stretched out, to get a deep hamstring stretch. Which might sound weird saying, but if that's what I happen to do, it'll make more sense when I show you. But let's at least get to adductors, the ab, after I knock out another set or two. Both abductors are taken. I really do sometimes. You just shut up and not say what I'm doing next in hopes that it just doesn't get taken. And just leave it up to y'all maybe guessing, because then I can just be like, oh yeah, this is what I wanted to hit first, actually. Because I totally wanted to do calves before abductors. And I would have just changed the glute exercise, but the booty builder, I don't know why I pointed like y'all can see it, but they're taken too. And I would do, they're not hyper, except, well, at least they're not for your back. I'd like the glute kind. I could just hold away and do that, but same thing with the other lying hamstring curl. I just don't think it would hit today. I think I need to do those one of the other two variants, the hip thrust or abductors. So I'm just gonna wait for one of those to open, possibly. Otherwise, I've done that makeshift cable one before. I will do it again. Move my bag to the side actually, so I can stand back here and do the body weight calves. Might add a 25 to this too. Kind of going for a bit more, I guess we can call them spazzy reps. I still want a good depth on them. As for the actual movement though, they can kind of bounce a little. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna front. As long as we get some rep work and some set work in for these puppies, which I'm not mad about that. I think they're suitable. They're not high inserted, which is the main thing. I think they are proper looking, I'd say. It's not like they're super low cut, but they're where they should be, I guess, or on average. Where did I put my water? Thought I left it at the machine. But I think they're good. We just need to really abuse them. Grow them a little. Whatever. Okay. Changing the angle of the feet. We are pointing out this time. Making sure. Yeah, this is probably a good call. So this still doesn't feel like too much weight. I might need to swap that 25 out for a 45. That's moving a lot easier than I thought it would. like a lot easier. I thought I was gonna have to bounce it pretty off, like, what's the word I'm looking for? In an ugly setting, let's say. We might keep, I think that was just about the reps. Just the amount, I can't talk with the shit today. But I think that's just the amount we were really looking for. More that 8-15-ish realm, then we can get some standing ones in. It's like a little burner every time in between the sets. Might actually throw some little body weight hamstring curls too, just to keep them firing. Just little 5-second holds, 3 each leg. You can kick it back too, just to get that extra pump, we'll call it. I say the more you lean over, the more you'll have to kick your leg back first. We'll put it like that. Upright, you can still do it. You don't have to. I lean over, I have to. Let's see. You know, I was unsure how today would go with the changing up of just about every movement. I'm actually feeling a pump in my hamstrings I've never felt before. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's feeling pretty gnarly. At least for a hamstring pump. I know it's weird to say, but in all honesty, I like it. Might need to swap up a bit with the lying versus seated. Get in a bit more seated work. Swap lying out for maybe a week or two, and then swap back and forth again. Because I really did like to see it. Like I said, the only problem is the padding on that one machine sucks. And like it almost makes me just like, I don't know, it kind of seats painful, so it makes me want to arch my back and stuff. Where I know I should keep my hips back as far as possible with that. So if the other one's open next time and not as wonky, we'll say, we're definitely going to use that one. We'll say the padding is a bit more seasoned. And that's why we will be able to do some better work. If I do just happen to get a prong out, we can lock ourselves in, which would be ideal. Set 3 though? Yeah. 3 more sets. 3 more. What time is it? Oh, okay, all right. Maybe we're running a bit later on time than I thought. I'm still gonna hit 3 sets. We couldn't take cardio today. Whoops. No, we are gonna clip this too. Probably get more. Wait, are the abductors taken still? Yep, that sucks. Okay, so we're just gonna do the good morning. I was gonna do cable, or no, what was it? But the Smith machines are open. I want to do it on one of those if it feels right. So let me lock these sets in real quick and show y'all what I was talking about with the good mornings. All right, so the setup's going to be a bit different because the bar's in the rack, but we are having to go with good mornings. The abductors are still taken, but I'm just going to pick the bar up like a regular squat. You can do small bench, you can do a step up, you can do whatever kind of padding, whatever to sit on, but you want to put your legs out just enough to where your whole foot is planted. You don't want to like extend them too much where your feet are pointing in there. You can see them dangling right there. You want feet planted, a bit wider base, whatever feels comfortable. And as you lean forward, you're actually going to use the bottom of your heels to push back and kind of push the knees straight, if that makes any sense. You're going to kind of want to try and lock out your knees, but not in a sense. You just want to use the bottom of your heels, like I said, to push into it, get a deeper stretch. Back straight the entire time, and that's all you do is stretch, back up. And you do want to go to a point where they just feel like they're about to, rip and scream. Not a painful setting. And I know this is working. the most important part is that feet planted one, and that you do push the knees back and your hips back with it. It is kind of like a Romanian, as in like when you brace, put your hips back, and then you do the movement. Or you should at least. Okay, I'll quit. Do I just press this over? Okay, we definitely almost fell back. I'm not even gonna wreck it. I'm just gonna sit here so I don't have to go back and forth out of the shot. And I'm really hoping that abductor works out, because otherwise I'm gonna have to figure something out super quick. Wait, my phone's right here. Holy crap, I did not know. Definitely could. Oh, okay, yeah. Woo. Time is a bit scarce, so we better hope that some shit opens. Opens isn't even a word. All right, Payne. Yeah, that kind of. Oh, okay. Might need to get creative here. We're still obviously doing these, but glutes are important. Could do them in between work. I do have a longer break in between, so not really. I'm being honest, I still have stuff to do, so it kind of takes up the time, but I might be able to squeeze some glutes in there at the house. That might have to be the move, like actually have to, because I'm down and out on time, because I still got to get home, shower, make my food. The food's simple, but 12 eggs take a little bit to cook. All right. Okay, I gotta really think. Okay, I might have to do that, because I don't want to cut myself short on these. I actually really like the feel today. I don't always like good morning, so for once they're actually hitting, bet your ass I'm gonna do them. Also, for y'all, I'd recommend just re-racking the weight. I'm strictly only not, just so I stay in the shot of the camera. By all means, y'all rack it, do what you want, drop the weight. You don't have to be shoulder pressing onto your back though, unless it's like one of the smaller, easier bars, and it's not like heavy to you or harmful. Go for it, but y'all don't need to be popping any shoulders out. Also looking to announce the winner. Boy, it'll be the video posted next week first. But I'll probably do the drawing tomorrow or Monday and film it. I just gotta find a little randomizer thing, put all the names in it, and then go from there. We are actually going to wrap up this one. Still got 2 more sets at least though. But I need a second. Ooh. Jiggly boys are pumped. Yeah, this is like the one day where I do wish there was more time, or that they'd open earlier here. It is tough. One day though, one day we'll have all the time in the world to do these workouts however long we want to, which probably is a good and bad thing. Bad in the sense that I could be stuck at a gym for like 3 hours, I swear, if not longer. I just love hitting stuff, and once I look over, I'm like, oh, this could help too. And it takes a while for me to go like, all right, I really, anything I do is not going to do anything, or anything else that I do is not going to do anything. Yeah, I wish there was more time to give the hammies a little bit longer break, and maybe 1 or so extra movements, just so I don't have to rush cardio, whatever. I need to, on Saturdays, I don't need to prioritize that, especially when it's only walking. I can do that shit whenever I need. So we'll probably going forward only focus on hamstrings on Saturdays, and if we can fit cardio in, we can fit it in. Otherwise, whoop-de-doo. We do it 5 to 6 other days still anyway, so. So now when it comes to contests, yeah, well, we gotta make the time. But until then, nope. And I am debating too whether I do the physique update here or do it in more natural lighting. Just because I don't, even that other room, I've told y'all, it is the better posing room, but I hate the lighting situations. Okay, oh, hamstrings and back are gonna get torched. All right. I don't even know what set that was. I might have one more. But if adductor isn't open right now, because I have just enough time, like it has to be open right now though. We might be in luck. I don't want to say anything too soon, but yeah, either that or the physique update. All right, we're gonna get one team. All right, so I'm at work today. It is Sunday morning. I had to upload today. Yesterday got super busy, and today's gonna be super busy as well, unfortunately for me. But definitely still getting a physique update. Really had to just rush Saturday, so it was kind of rough there. But what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I also just didn't want to show on like a full stomach or something like that. So today, literally, we did our morning stuff, which isn't really anything. But all I've had is a Celsius, and that was hours ago. So I mean, we're depleted, I'd say. I have food with me, but I haven't eaten just for this reason. But we're gonna have to do it in segments, or not segments, but different kind of adjustments with the camera because I forgot the tripod, or I didn't bring it because I was like, oh, I don't need it. And then when I remembered, there's nothing to really set up perfectly here with the camera for the physique update. I was like, I messed up. But here we go. Yeah, we're just gonna do top half. I have it on top of a protein, so afterwards I'm just gonna take it off, and we'll just show legs from there. But shoes off as well for when it least comes to legs, just because we want a better flex. But I'm going to try and aim this down if it's possible. It is a bag protein, so it is, what's the word, malleable? It'll form. Let's just put it like that. But first off, I'll talk a bit louder too since I have to put the mic away. But shirt off at least. We're not sucking in or anything right now. We're just doing whatever. Side shot. I do have the pants pulled down a little bit just to at least kind of, show that accent. But flatter, like I like. Definitely still, handles and stuff. It's going to happen. But, oh, it's my brother. But yeah, hold on, actually. Let's make sure it's nothing crazy. But we're going to do like side chest, probably. Well, I mean, we'll at least try because it is natural lighting. That is what I wanted to do. But it could be a bit brighter, or at least more sunlight coming in the back. That would be the better, I guess, option. Let's try this. That was my shoulder popping. I don't know what else to do for front, but we can try and flex the abs a bit. The outline, I think, is visible. All right, I'm gonna take that as a win. I'll kind of get a bit closer since we are pale. Like I said, the closer I get, the better it might be. There is, of course, middle indentation. And if I do that little, that old thing where you just pull the skin down, kind of see it. Obliques kind of stay a little bit, especially this side. I think this side's usually better. Also, I don't have a tattoo right there, so you can probably see a bit more. But we'll do back as well, make sure I'm in the shot. Make sure I'm actually hitting these. All right, and we're gonna adjust it now to legs, if this will actually work. Hopefully it does. Yeah, the receiver also is going to make this kind of weird, since if it dangles off, it'll toss my camera basically. So we'll at least show quads. Flex them a little bit. I think my left is literally just slightly bigger, but I think my right is more defined, which would make sense if one's a bit bigger. This probably has a little bit more fat on it. But we'll do just standing side shot, kind of show the angle. I do like how the sweep is coming out a bit more from the back angle, at least. Makes the hamstring look like its own, which I'm going to see if I can scoot in close, and we'll just kind of adjust the angle at which our hamstring shows in case it actually pops out. Not glad we might actually take this pant leg off. But I mean, it feels like a giant bicep. And I did a little photo for myself yesterday with it. I guess we can kind of just do that, but I liked how the hamstring looked. I think it's grown. I think I needed some slight work with that. But also let me just set up for a side chest, just like, you know, show the leg, the hanging hamstring. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's where we're at. Kind of feels weird doing this in the store. Luckily, of course, we are closed, and I'm here super early to get this in. You know, it's not a bad angle either. We got the shoulders popping out a little bit. We did shave the chest and arms a couple days ago, so that's good. I kind of wish I shaved my legs as well, but I didn't feel like doing it. I did not realize the mic was in there the whole time. But I know we at least got all the other angles, so that's where we're at. As pale as we are, like I said, I think, there we go. I think the physique isn't bad for like what we've been at. I think we've definitely worked into this weight a lot more, and we still got at least, I don't know, 2-3 months. Worst case scenario, where we have to do the May 30th show, we have, how long? We wouldn't start prep until like February, so I mean, we'd have 3 months there alone, November, December, and January. But that's where we're at. Yeah, like I said, I think 4 months of just like consistency with everything, and we're not going to up the calories or anything, I guess, at this point. I don't think there'd be a point. I don't think we'd have enough time to hold on to the new weight for it to actually sit as muscle. So we're just going to keep up with this, try and make the most of it, maybe get a little bit extra out of what we're doing, and then we're going to start our cut. And I think it's going to go well. I think 200 is going to look really good, and then I think I am on the verge of thinking, I think 185, 190 is probably where I'm going to be cutting to, just based off it. I'm going to be honest, I definitely see at least 30 pounds that I need to lose, maybe 40. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, 10 pounds, shredded. Nah, I know. So we're going to get there. We're going to do it, and it's part of the process. So patient game. I'm a patient guy, so it works out. But besides that, I'm going to clip this. I'm going to edit this right now, get it out to y'all. I did also kind of want day breaks in between the videos. When I do upload them so close to close, sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes I know I have to based on timelines, but I really prefer y'all. It also promote the last video, have a little separation, and then another one. But we're going to film again Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, and probably same day upload that one. And then back to like Wednesday and or Thursday and Saturday. So that'll be fun. Friday's going to be our Halloween workout. We got chest and back, so what better day for that to fall on? Probably not dressing up though, so don't expect me to do anything like that. And we'll just go from there. But yeah, I really do appreciate everything. Hopefully you'll see some progress too. I think I'm making it. I do think the weight went up actually since I last weighed myself. I think 217 was a bit thrown off with the working out. And eating just a little bit. So I think realistically we are closer to the 220 mark, if not right above it. I just thought about it too for the last few days before that video. I forgot to eat those extra carbs I was talking about, so I was like, okay, maybe it makes sense. I've been eating them now though, so we should be good. But hopefully you all have a great weekend, great Sunday from when I post this, and I'm going to catch you on the next one where we keep getting leaner and meaner. All right, see you then. Peace.